Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sahula Sand Safari, where we are currently watching over one of the beautiful bachelor lions who happens to roam across this beautiful land, and he just looks amazing! Or perhaps I should say amazing, because his mane is just so amazing. But this is Ira, and Ira is actually all alone in this exhibit over here, and since we are currently working on that new challenge to do comprehensive conservation, I think that Ira is actually going to be leaving this territory that so far has belonged to the lions, open to a new type of big cat. The jaguars are going to move in as he starts roaming around. So we're going to say he's actually going to be popping over to Bachelor Rock, where a whole bunch of the bachelor lions happen to be. Now the only one we have left though is Silver. Oh, he's beautiful. Who is a 15-year-old male. So this is just kind of where like the really old lions hang out right over here at Bachelor's Rock when they haven't got any of the prides of females who are currently in their area. Oh yay, and we have a new female buffalo! Alright, we'll have to visit with the buffalo and talk about the comprehensive conservation challenge that we're working on in just a second. You guys probably remember all the details from our previous episodes, so check those out in the video description if you need. And so we're gonna get a move on. Ira is just searching around. He's thinking like he wants to find a mate. He wants to be able to find some other lions to hang with. If he can't find a pride of females, we're gonna go ahead and send him over to Bachelor Rock. Oh, look at Silver! Oh, Silver can go ahead and play over here. But, oh wow, he's really jumping around the place. But we'll send him over to Bachelor Rock to hang out in a group as lions are often doing. They really are more social than many other cat species, and the males will spend some time. Oh, Lily the cheetah is about to give birth again? What? But the males will actually spend time roaming together. Usually they're related. Like usually they form a bachelor coalition with their brothers when they leave their family pride, and they'll try to control a territory that has several prides of females within it so that they can visit those prides and leave behind their offspring and also get to eat what the females help them to hunt. And that's very different from Cheetah, who normally Cheetah would stay completely apart other than meeting for breeding, unless you have some males also form a coalition. But you don't have the males like hang out with the females. Usually, in this setting we do, because you know it's Planet Zoo. But in real life, usually the male cheetahs will just show up when the females are ready to have some babies and become pregnant, and then they'll go off on their own again. And sometimes they will form coalitions with other males, which really helps them out with hunting. But they don't hang out with the female in her territory and like share kills and stuff like that like lions do. But alright, enough yammering there. Lily's offspring are imminent, so she should be giving birth any second now. But now that we have our lion move out of Lion Rock, we're actually going to come over and we are going to have this empty niche where there's plenty of good hunting to do. Oh, we haven't named all these pinata enrichments yet. So we actually were going to name these pinata enrichments after some of our zebra who pass away of old age. To kind of indicate how they may have departed this world, possibly through some fangs. But we'll go ahead and we're going to bring the jaguars in now because the jaguars actually fulfill the challenge's comprehensive conservation challenge. Keep in mind, jaguars would not normally ever be in Africa. However, there is another spotty cat very similar to the jaguar, the leopard, who does share habitat and territory with lion prides, as well as cheetahs actually. So we're just kind of going to like pretend this is a leopard. But these are totally not. These are jaguars. So let's go ahead and get some of the jaguars. We have several. We have Princess Ruby. And then we have a male who actually is he's only bronze quality. And then we have Prince Forgotten Path, who is actually gold quality. Can he breed with the females we've got? Well, we can't find out until we actually put him in the zoo, apparently. Huh, I think that they're distantly related. Prince Forgotten Path, born in jungle expeditions. So let's go with the ones that we know probably aren't related. We'll go with Princess Ruby for now. So we'll put her in here. And then we'll go ahead and adopt this other guy. Let's find where he went. There he is. We'll go ahead and put him in here instead of the prince that we had from our really awesome adventures. Where were they from? They were from the jungle expeditions in the South American jungle episodes we did. They were really cool. But all right, so now we're gonna have the jaguars fill in for an empty niche where a big cat used to roam, the lions, and they're also going to fill in for the leopards, and hopefully they'll have lots of babies because jaguars tend to have a lot of cubs very quickly. And then when they grow up, hello, Princess Ruby. Oh, she's gloriously beautiful. Oh, I forgot how much I miss hanging out with the jaguars. Look at her. All right, oh, they do need a little bit more space though. Okay, so we might have to expand Lion Rock. Apparently jaguars need a much broader bit of territory than the lions did. And we've got a new male to go ahead and name. So we're going to come over, and this male is actually going to be named after one of you guys using the comments from our previous episodes. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to name him, let's see, Animal Lover 7. Okay, so we're going to name him 7. There we go, Animal Lover 7. We're going to go ahead and name him 7. And hopefully he will get along well with our female, and we can expect some cubs pretty soon, which will help us out for the challenge we're working on. Also, maybe we'll add another water feature because jaguars love to swim, as 7 is proving. All right, let's swap these over from lion to jaguar. There we go. Yay! So now hopefully people can come and learn about the jaguars. All right, jaguar. We'll get some speakers down over here with the little drum set we've got. What? What is this litter? Who is going to litter? Like, how could you just look at the amazing beauty of lions and the other big cats that like roam this area, the creatures of this beautiful world, and then you just throw some litter on the ground? That is just inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable. All right, and then we'll go ahead and we will change this. Apparently this is closest to like African buffalo. It's somewhere back here, so we'll just leave that. All right, but we should have some education. I need to find a way to see our mechanic research. How's the vet research doing? We still don't know anything about African buffalo, so I think we need to work on getting archaeologist really a good spot to be able to learn about them. Oh dear, at least we know everything about jaguars. Alright, where? I need to find where my education spot is. Per species. Alright, there's some unconnected stuff that we'll need to go ahead and find. And then we have West African lion over here. And an audio guide. I should have, like, I'm pretty sure I've got, let's see, cheetah, jaguar, habitat information boards. I'm trying to figure out, like, who is talking. Unconnected. Alright, let's see. Huh. So this is actually this is an education speaker that should be on African wild dogs. There's an exhibit board over here. Oh, cool! Oh, the long neck dig site is empty because we don't have any more anaconda. Whoops. Didn't mean for that to go ahead and happen. Let's go ahead and see if we can find ourselves a lovely anaconda. It would be a yellow anaconda. There we go. Alright, that should do better now. Okay, so that's how we can actually go through and find, like, all of the spots that are not properly connected. Alright, that's helpful. But let's come back over to the jaguars just for a second. And I want to make sure that the audio speakers are, like, explaining about the right animal. Alright. I hear them. This is what I get for burying these things so deep. Because then the question is, how do I reach them? Alright. There we go. Group 12. There's a cooler here. Oh, there is an education speaker over here. We can make it really small. And then, how can I reach that speaker? Alright, come here. No, not the canopy. See, this is what I get for burying it under so many things. I wonder if I can, like, group select. And then, can you let me add it? Huh. It'd be really useful if I could reach this easier. Oh, is something broken? No, that's the cooler. Oh, that's right, because this is to actually make it nice and cool. Alright, how about this? There we go. We're gonna go ahead and move this rock really quickly. And I can grab this, and now instead of lions, it's going to talk all about jaguars. There we go. And then I can put the rock back down. Sorry, I know that's kind of awkward to have to spend some time wrestling with rocks, but I'm telling you, that's like half of what you do in Planet Zoo. Okay, and maybe we don't want this habitat speaker on. We'll just turn that off for a second. Like, you have to literally be standing right up against it to hear it. And then we'll go ahead and get this one. I love hiding the education speakers so that people just have to come over and they have to learn about the jaguar. Alright, and we'll wiggle that down. The whole theme of everything we do in the Pixel Biology channel is basically to teach people without them realizing that they're learning something. There we go. Okay, so now we'll have the jaguars over here. It looks like people are pretty excited about that. And let's actually put down an education speaker and get like an educator who can really talk about these things over here. Habitat cleanliness is at risk. The soul of Sahula. Oh, for our wild dogs. Huh. Oh, there we go. Alright, someone's already cleaning it up. And then who else needs some help? Riley, the common ostrich, is a little stressed. Riley, my dear, we're gonna go ahead and let you have another house. Like another home. We'll send her off into the wild because we don't need to wrestle with that forever and a day. And then let's get an educational talk going on over here to make it more interesting for people. And maybe some spots for them to sit. They're also feeling a little overheated. Oh, so many things to do. Alright. There we go. We'll get a talk put up. We're going to have the talk be about jaguars. Let's come over and grab a new staff member. And who is going to be the educator for the jaguars? It is going to be Rebecca! Rebecca, one of our awesome patrons. And she is going to be Spotted Cat Speaker, Rebecca. And Rebecca, thank you so much for being one of our fantastic patrons to help keep all of these wonderful adventures going. Hopefully, is this the Moon Lion Pride work zone? Let's check it out. Yes, so this is the Moon Lion Pride work zone. So hopefully, Rebecca, you'll be able to come on over and give us a good speech about these guys. Oh, this is not connected to any power? Okay, we're gonna need to get something with power around here too. Oh yeah, we put in these really cute little observatory things, like the little telescopes so people can see things closer. Alright, we'll have Rebecca come over here. And this will be our second talk, assigned Water Obstructs the Food Throw. What if I move it here? Cool! And then she can throw food in so people can go ahead and watch. We'll have her do one speech. How about in October? And then we'll come over and have her do, yeah, another speech in March. Seems to be good. Alright, and we need some power over here for our jaguars. So let's figure out, how am I going to add some power? Unfortunately, the solar panels are not the most attractive option, but they sure are useful. Alright, can I sneak it over here? I can. Now the sneaky part with the solar panels is that if you try to cover them up with rocks, I think that they stop producing. Let's see, African foliage. Like if I tried to put these rocks over here to hide them, or at least like make them look a little better, then I think they actually stop producing. But we'll put that down and see what happens. Alright, it's got some scenery rating around it. And then we'll scoot the rocks over a little bit. There. Alright, I can live with that. Hey! There. Now watch me have created a tiny hole through which a itty-bitty little ostrich baby is probably going to escape. It happens. Animal welfare has... Salim, why? If you don't like the... I swear, ostriches are so fussy. We've got enough of them that if we have overwhelmed, shy ostriches, we can go ahead and allow them... There we go. Simba, you too? Yeah, we have enough ostriches that if they're overwhelmed by these massive crowds of people, we can let them be adopted out. Alright. Education speaker is overlapping. Is overlapping with different info. I don't think it is. Alright, we're good there. Phew, okay. So now that that has happened and we have darted around, how are the jaguars doing? Are they feeling mildly okay here? Do we need to do anything for them? Are you guys potentially going to... They're following... You guys! What good timing! Just as we were wondering if the jaguars were doing well, it seems that Seven, who is actually a lot smaller than Princess Ruby, now that I'm seeing her up close, yes, they're actually mating! We're already working on those jaguar cubs! I told you these guys have cubs so quick. Yes! And she's got those offspring due already! Holy cow, we might see the jaguar babies like today! And I love that. So the jaguar's sexual maturity happens at about 3 years old, and they will continue having cubs, 1 to 4 cubs each time they give birth, the female at least, of course, until death. She's only pregnant for 3 months, so they turn around really quickly with those little cubs, and it will be about 2 years before she actually goes on to have another offspring. Because she's going to spend those 2 years raising the litter that she has. And then when they're old enough to go off on their own and start establishing their own territory, she'll be ready to look for a mate and have another litter. And for their reproduction, when a female jaguar is in estrus, she will range outside her territory, marking trees and vocalizing. A male will track her by scent, approaching with caution as he encounters her, as females are often very aggressive towards males, attacking them as they come near. And no doubt that is also because the males in many cat species will actually kill the cubs because that is competition that they happen to run into. So no doubt she's just very protective of her babies. But alright guys, yay! So, good news, it seems like we are expecting cubs. Let's see if we can have them born before the end of the day. And other good news, we've also got ourselves some African buffalo! Who are really unhappy right now because they're stressed from all of these people around here. Because this little bitty little baby giraffe is blocking the way. But he is a gold quality baby giraffe whose parents, an unknown father, and Shy, the third, is actually his mother, so he's hanging out with mom. And we'll go ahead and name him Shy the fifth, I think. Where is he? He wandered away. Oh, he's standing with this other one. Oh, so many calves. No! Oh no! He's more like his dad, Indie Adventurer. What are you doing, little one? Okay, no, actually, Indie Adventurer is his brother. Alright, so you're not Shy, you're actually Bold. So we're gonna go ahead and name this giraffe calf Bold to represent some of his very bold personality. You silly little one. There we go. He's like playing chicken with these Jeep. I just can't believe that. And meanwhile, let's see how Morgan is doing with his herd of females. So he should have quite a large herd right now. He has current mate. Let's see. Waddle. Are you... Okay, yeah, Waddle is one of his females. So we'll go ahead and rename all of our African buffalo. And then we need to see if we can get to the bottom of why we're having such a hard time researching them. Alright. So, random comment generator says, this is going to be wings. After Furia, wings. You are actually one of our African buffalo, which is really important. That is a very vital species to the health of Africa and the African plains, because there are millions and millions of population, like members, that roam all over the place with their great migrations, provide a ton of food to many of the predators, big and small, especially because so many of these guys will actually try to go through a great migration across riverways where they actually get swept away by the dozens at times, and you just have these masses of buffalo that pass away during great migration and die because they drown, they sometimes stampede and get trampled from one another, especially the younger ones. And just all of that pressure to try to cross these rivers creates avalanches sometimes of buffalo who just don't make it. And that is quite sad, but it also on the flip side provides a ton of food for a whole bunch of different animals. We'll talk more about that later. Alright, we need to name the other buffalo we have. So let's come over here and get another name. Oh, here we go! Maddie, thank you so much for adding so many wonderful names. We're going to go ahead and we are going to name this one. Whoops. We're going to name this buffalo right here. Maya! I love that name! That's a really good one. And I think that maybe they're a little stressed because they're kind of shy. So we'll work on trying to make them feel less stressed. And then we've got another buffalo over here who we'll name Bella. That's a really fantastic name. And fingers crossed we'll have some babies out of these guys soon. Oh no, Thunder, the African wild dog, is dying of old age. Rest in peace, Thunder. And then we will go ahead and name this one Amari. There we go. I think we have all of the African buffaloes renamed now. Morgan, you're supposed to be working on having some babies with these girls. All right. And you know, I wonder if they're kind of stressed because people can be sort of noisy. So let's come down here. I'm glad you guys are having a good time, but like, hush it a little. Here, we'll put this in here. This is more a cave for reflection and silence. All right. And Princess Ruby's having those jaguar cubs. Yes. All right. What did I tell you guys? We definitely could go ahead and get going on this comprehensive conservation challenge. All right. Let's go ahead and wait. How many cubs is she going to have? Baby! Look at the little one. Good job, Princess Ruby. 1, 2. She had 2 cubs, you guys. Oh, we've got a little gold quality male. Fantastic. And look at this. We've got a little gold quality female who we're actually going to name Princess Willow to carry on this little lineage after Willow Star. And Willow Star, I would love to add Hyena in at some point. And then this little guy. Here we go. This little guy is actually going to be Prince Punk, after Bella, that steampunk girl. So we have Prince Punk and Princess Willow. Whoa! And then we've got their dad, 7, just destroying some of the zebra toys in the background. Sweet! And many guests think the tickets are underpriced. All right, let's raise the price then, friends. We're gonna just gently bump that up to $50 and $32 for kids. 33, why not? All right, hopefully we'll get a bunch of money. And the zebra are getting ready to mate and hopefully, oh, she didn't get pregnant. We've really been struggling. Dabir is supposed to have fantastic fertility, but I don't think we have any of the other zebras that we have in here expecting babies. Huh. We'll have to investigate that too because we need those zebras for this comprehensive challenge. All right, and then meanwhile, our buffalo are feeling a little stressed, so we're gonna try to figure out, like, what's that all about? Do they need to be in another different type of habitat? Do they just need to stay on one side of the habitat? And Simba the Third has passed away of old age. Oh my gosh. All right, we've got a lot that we need to work on, but hopefully we're starting to make a little bit of progress on this challenge. And if nothing else, what we might start doing, and the elephants are whopping heads back there. Derek, are you fighting with... Oh, Derek, your son everywhere ended up growing up. That's what's going on. All right, we need to move him into this bachelor area for elephants then. Because they would definitely continue to fight. Oh, and Bold is about to grow up. Hey, little guy. All right, it's kind of a mess. We've got a lot going on. But the good news is we now have our baby jaguars. And hopefully, as we follow these little tykes around, we might end up finding ourselves completing this challenge and getting that beautiful statue that I really want to be able to have in our planet, or in our Zoodestia Zoo adventures from earning them in Planet Zoo. Hopefully we'll manage to snag that. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you could, do please leave a like for our little spotted babies here. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!